Welcome to the We Are Performing Art project. Today I want to talk about something super basic, such as 4 elements: earth, water, fire, air. There's a little bit of air. I just burped. Okay, so basically every element represents a different internal potential in us, and it also manifests differently. And I want to share it because understanding each element is going to be very helpful to you. Okay, so let's go with the first one, which is the earth. That's like the basic knowledge. When I entered this like shamanic journey, that was what I was working on all the time. But that's like the basic knowledge, like whether you enter a witchcraft or you just are a simple person, there's always this theme of elements, right? Simple person, witchcraft. And in shamanism and in witchcraft, this is very dominant. What I'm trying to say, it is this connection to 4 elements. You can have it without even studying these two. Obviously, shamanism and witchcraft has so much in common. That's why I said it. It's a lot in common. It's all about really being connected to who you truly are, and taking care of the place where you live, being very mindful of the words you use, of the things you say, right? So basically, earth is that element that obviously body, touch your body now. Body is not just earth, it's also water. And it's amazing how everything functions. I start with the earth, but everything functions thanks to the water. Like, we always have to give so much respect to the water, so much respect. Water takes care of all the plants, flowers, fruits, vegetables, all the seeds. We are around 70-80% water, and our body wouldn't function without the water. Like, nothing on earth would function without the water, right? The sun is also needed, obviously, the fire. And the air is an interesting element, right? Because it's also that representation of breath. Oxygen. The deeper you breathe, the longer you live. The calmer you are also is affecting even your voice. Surrendering, like, it's about surrendering to the next moment, like opening your heart. Okay, so water represents emotions. It's that connectedness to sensitivity, to being sensitive to different emotions, right? being really tapped into your body, connected with anything that is occurring in the body, any uncomfort or any comfort. It's about that information that is constantly here in the body, communicating with you, because the water is a communicator, right? And now, again, water consciousness. I highly recommend you going to check my videos about water consciousness and what it reveals to us, and the way you obviously speak to the water is so important, because it is a reflection always. Water always will reflect you back with whatever you say, right? So when we have in our cells still memories of something, some sort of trauma or uncomfortable situations, like it can be still stored in the body. So healing is very much related to the water. Water is the receiver. It's like the receiver mode. You're always reminding yourself, like the water is always reminding you that you're the receiver of life. You're the receiver. It's when your heart opens and it's like you feel spaciousness. It's that connection to emotions, as I said. I shared here also before exercises for emotional intelligence from performing arts, from theater, right? And there is this technique that shows how every emotion has a different breathing pattern. So those techniques are in general amazing. That's why I share them. It's like good to have them in the pocket. I think you need to have tools in life to be equipped, have them in the pocket and be like, this is a technique, I can just use it now. But also it's very important to just allow yourself to feel the emotions that you need to feel in life, and not have any resistance towards them, not bypass them, because emotions carry information, right? So the longer you resist an emotion, the more you're going to suppress it, and it's not going to go away, right? It's not going to go away. So it's about allowing yourself to feel an emotion, feel it, be in it, don't attach yourself to it. And also, if you're equipped with tools, you have a technique that helps you release it, do it. Okay, so the water is the receiver. It's very important to be in this restful state of being. Even when you take action, you can still be taking action, doing things, right? But you're not in a survival mode, right? Super important. And now it's easy to say it. Obviously, it's easy to say it because there are situations in life that are very difficult, and a lot of people go through situations that are out of their hands, like wars, for example. That's not something you can control. Yes, we all as a collective should work on bringing ourselves back to the peace, grounding ourselves, helping each other and all that. There are situations that unfortunately still happen, and it's like, for me, like extremely weird, to be honest. like extremely weird, that we are so intelligent, but also like there are still people that can harm innocent people. I don't know what's what's moving them forward, to be honest. I feel like they just need to chill. I feel like they definitely need to chill. They just need to dance or just do some breathing exercises. Yeah. We had a funny idea to dance with all the dictators. Like, create a program, dance with dictators. So, you know, kind of like opening their hearts and be like, hello, like, what you doing here on earth? Like, what you doing? That's not a like it's not a nice play what you do. Like, be more loving and caring towards other people when you play. Yeah, like, so like there are still some characters on in the world that they entered so much their ego and this like control and this like energy of just like wanting to possess, right? Possess and control everything and have, like, right, the money, the position, whatever that is. You can have it, but not in a way that is harmful towards other people. So basically, water is about connectedness to emotions and being in an open and receiving mode. Air is a representation of communication. Air is a representation of our collective communication, of all the nation. All the inspiration comes from a collective communication. Ah, yes. And air is about thoughts, words, communication, breath. Sometimes when there is a lot of people in a space, obviously everyone is breathing, right? The same air. We breathe the same. Oh my gosh, now my songs are coming. We breathe the same air. Do you know who I am? You're the portal I need to go to heaven. It leads me to heaven. It leads me to heaven. It leads me to. I put emotion. You show me your devotion. Because I know your ocean. You're the best notion of my emotions. You are the grapes getting into different shapes and colors of the universe. This multiverse, it's too intense to even comprehend. Give me your hand. I'll show you how to breathe again. There is no more game. Okay. Some of my rhymes just came in. Okay. Let's carry on. This is the communication. The air came in. Okay. Air. That's it. So what I want to say about the space that you enter, when you have a lot of people in the same space, you sometimes can feel like dense energy. It becomes like dance. Let's dance. It became a little bit dense. Let's dance. Let's abundance. Let's create some abundance. Let's dance. This dance energy, let's create some synergy in this dense energy. Okay. So basically you can feel it, right? Like it becomes dense because it's a lot of thoughts sometimes are appearing when there are a lot of people. And that's also something interesting. Now, fire, I'll talk about each element and then how to be in harmony with each one of them. So by just actually bringing you into awareness, it already came into, like, when I said it, how to be in alignment with them, it already came into me, like me already sharing it with you, it's already alignment, because I'm bringing it to you into your awareness. You understand? So when I'm sharing the information, it comes to your awareness, and then you're like, ah, okay. So fire is obviously that movement, our inner inspiration to move forward. And fire is a very powerful element, and when it's not properly balanced, you can be explosive, for example, right? So it happens when the fire is not directed, when you don't know what to do with the fire. So pay attention to all these things that I'm saying. I think in the past, when I was younger than now, I experienced moments of like not knowing how to direct my fire, not knowing how to use it in a way that is beneficial for me, in a way that is good for me. I mean, now I don't want to compare my current self to the old self, that's not okay also, but it's more about how you feel in the moment and how are you using this fire. Obviously with age we are gaining more experience in this human form, and we are gaining more wisdom, so we learn how to maneuver those elements inside of us. So fire is a very powerful energy that draws in, like attracts people, like people in, right? If you are very warm, you obviously people will feel good around you. If you have this kind of leadership in you, that's also going to bring in people together. Think about it as a campfire, right? It brings people together in a circle. Fire, it's life, it's warmth. It brings people together. So this fire inside of yourself, you feel when it's in alignment. You feel it, because it all comes to all those four elements being synchronized, right? So anytime I was like too impulsive, or like getting into the, like, for example, mode, like wanting to achieve a goal, and like it started to be chaotic, right? Like too much fire. This is when the fire is not just not synchronized, and the action becomes either, they can go either way, or either too much, like too intense, too chaotic, or it can go the other direction. So it's like there are some people that have no motivation, right? And every person, I think, maybe experienced moments in their life when they felt like a bit like, maybe like how to say it, like the light in them, the fire in them was a bit dim. How do you say it? Dim? What's the word? Like I would express it with my body like this. Like when you dim the light, it's like you know, like you're a bit down, maybe a bit like depressed, you're going through something, you know, like, so this is when the fire also go like there is no life in you to move forward, to be at peace with whatever happens, to still be inspired to take action, right? So see where you're at currently in your life and make adjustments. It's also very important to take action from a place of wholeness, which obviously all comes together. It's very related to the water consciousness. A place of wholeness is when we know that the present moment is already perfect and that we are not lacking anything at any time, right? And we feel already whole. We don't need to fix anything. We can get inspired, like to carry on doing things, but we don't get attached that much to them, because as I said in the previous video, we already are that intelligence that creates beautiful things, right? We don't even need to desire extremely, like to create beautiful things, because we naturally are guided to do it. We are beautiful already. So yeah, this is really important, to take action and related to the fire from a place of wholeness, like knowing your power, inner power. I feel like this fire, when it's in alignment, when it's in balance, internal balance, you, as I said, you feel it. It's also like this sense of wholeness. You're empowered, but it's love power. Okay, so when I talked about the funny idea about dancing with dictators, to make them like feel the love and chill a little bit, is that the opposite, right? There's still some characters, right, in the world, led by their own egos, unfortunately, and they have that power, but it's very like the power that is harming other people, this power that wants to control, and that's not a nice power. That's not the true power. True power is when you are surrendering to the present moment. True power is love power. True power is when you empower other people. When you empower, you feel empowered within yourself. That's true power. And I think that this word power has been so distorted in our society. What does it mean truly, power? What does it mean, power? That's when you're like, this fire is in balance, right? It's not creating chaos, it's creating harmony. It's movement. This fire brings movement, brings people together, right? Like the campfire, it brings people together because it's so powerful. It's warm, it's like wrapping you with the love, with like this sensation, an amazing sensation of warmth, right? So that's the power we want to nurture in ourselves and others. Not this power that's like taking action from a state of stress and worrying and not being enough. That's like dehydration, right? We say in the water consciousness community that's dehydration. Dehydration language, we even call it. So that's when it's this like dehydration language is fear, is lack. I want you to understand what dehydration language means. Like very low vibrational energy. Fear, lack, all those things that, yeah, keep us in the survival mode, the ego that is part of the mind, that is connected to the monkey brain, to the survival, right? So earth as the last element, I already said a few words about the earth. I love earth because earth is thriving because of the water, so it's all obviously connected. Look how synchronized everything needs to be, how everything needs to work in synergy. So we people as a collective also need to work in this kind of connectedness, right? We can still be in our individuality. We can still be grounded in our individuality, authenticity, and feel this connectedness, okay? So we don't need to like get rid of our authenticity, get rid of our uniqueness. Nature anyways creates everyone in a unique way. That's why everyone is different. Yet we have so many similarities because we live here together. Yeah, like just look at the other human and think about them, and what are usually the basic needs for a human, what are your needs, and usually like people will have the same needs, like the basic needs, right? Maybe their creativity can manifest in a different way, but the needs are the same. So if the society hasn't met yet the basic needs, which is safety, like we need to start from the bottom. It's so profound because that's how we can thrive together. Earth, grounding. That's why in the previous video I said we need to land, we need to ground here, enter the kingdom, enter the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so it's like be safe, feel the ground, it's holding us, right? We shouldn't be scared, but we should be aware of what we are creating here on earth. And and yeah, safety, super important, collective safety. Pay attention to it when you talk to people. You will realize how unsafe still a lot of people feel. So it's all about practicing reconnecting in relationships in a safe way, in a peaceful way. And it's literally anywhere, whether you're going to the shop, whether you're walking by the street, on the street, by the street. Creating safety is important. So also safety is related to boundaries, right? Knowing your boundaries, respecting them, and also just I feel like by being grounded, so like really tapped into that, your internal inner peace, you already make other people immediately feel safer to just be themselves next to you. That's how it works. So 4 elements and how you connect to them. Yeah, take care of the nature, take care of the plants, take care of your inner fire, take care of the hydration language, the waters in you. um I love you so much, guys. I'm here like I'm sitting in a cozy tiny house. I didn't see here any mouse. um yeah, no, I wrote this poem. This is the beginning of one of my poems that I wrote in Mexico, Mexico City, actually. In the past year, I was there for 3 months, and I was sitting in this like tiny. I went to some small gathering party, and I was sitting in this like cozy tiny like wooden house, like that you can put like in the garden, and I just had a flow. I was sitting by myself. I was like, those people were drinking, and I don't drink, so I was just like, okay, um, I just wanted to like sit and chill and write. Yeah. Okay, so guys, take care of yourself, and I hope you'll enjoy this video and stay connected with me. Thank you.